Hi, hello team. My name is Monique. This is Bookwitch Reviews. Welcome to a different kind of cauldron. Today, I sound like a knob, but I look great and we are somewhere different. This is my to be read shelves. 1, 2, and then I have a card. And then I possibly have some other ones hiding somewhere. But this is where the light is today, so this is where we're gonna be. I thought that we'd do a quick little video of 5 authors that I'd really like to read more of this year. So let's get started. The first one is N.K. Jemisin, who is a black or fantasy author. I think it's mainly fantasy. I'm not entirely sure. I'd never heard of her before I started on BookTube. But I'm really excited. I really want to read her series, 5th season, which I believe is about a world that's falling apart. We follow a couple of different characters. I know we follow a woman whose child has been brutally murdered by her husband, and there's some magical powers which I think are connected to the world ending, and these people are looked upon as like pariahs of society, and it is apparently gruesome and intense and magnificent. And I really would like to read some by her because I think it's a complete fault of mine for not having read anything by her sooner. Okay. Another author I would really like to read something more of is Naomi Novik. This is her Tamara series, which I believe in the US has been published as His Majesty's Dragon. This is a series, historical almost in a way, so it's about the Napoleon Wars, but with dragons. And I mentioned this book in my book haul, and you can see a few of them here in the back. I have gathered like 5, and I think there are like 10. They're completely out of order, but I really want to read them because Naomi Novik's Uprooted is one of my absolute faves, and I really hope to do some more reading backwards into fantasy, especially some of the like classics. Next up is one that I hope to sneak into another video that I'm working on, but it is The Lies of Loch Namora by Lynch. I heard about this through PeruseProject. I'm not sure if that's how you even say her username. It's Reagan. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She reads a lot of fantasy. She's absolutely massive on BookTube. And if you aren't following her yet, I will link her down below. But I do not believe that you would be looking at this video and not be following her, because oh my god, does she read some beautiful things? Does she have some amazing videos out? And I'm just like, this book is the first in the Gentleman Bastard series, I believe, which is following, I think, Loch Namora and his like group of little thief people through several of their adventures. And I will be all honest and say that I have not read a lot in the back. I've literally just heard Reagan talk about it so much on her channel that I automatically want to be in on the hype and want to read this book. And lo and behold, guess who found this in her little bookshop underneath her house today for $1.99. I am very excited about it. Also, my makeup is absolutely on point today, and I do not feel shameful for pointing it out. Enjoy this face. It's never gonna happen again. Next up, we got some Vswap. Vswap is a staple of the young adult and adult fantasy community, and I didn't know about her for years. Many years. I've only just found out about her in the last couple of Bookstagram. There we go. I read The Witch in January, thought it was brilliant. I have all 3 in the Shades of Magic series, which apparently she just spoke about on Twitter, and there's going to be another 3 books, but set later. And I'm just, everything about this book just sounds amazing. Apparently, there are 4 worlds or 4 Londons, one without magic, one that's dead and dying that we don't talk about, one with magic, and another one. And then there is Kel and there is Lila, and I don't know how they're going to meet. There's a peculiar code involved. There's going to be magic and mischief, and I don't know how to summarize. And if you're here now, at one point I will learn, but it's not gonna be today. And I really want to work my way back through her backlist. Also, Vicious sounds fucking amazing because villains and brotherhood and friends to enemies. Who doesn't want to read about that? Also, this is a special edition and I splurged and it's fucking stunner. last but not least, what I would really like to read, and another thing that I'm hoping to do some videos on, is the fact that I want to get into some more Leigh Bardugo, especially Ninth House, but also her Shadow and Bone series, because I like being on the hype train, okay? This is a hype channel. We live for the hype, the excitement, the enthusiasm, the yays and the cheers, and the we want more, and we want to talk about it until our mouths fall off. This book in particular follow Alex Stern, who comes from a poor background. I believe she can see ghosts. I don't know whether she can speak to them. And basically, she gets the chance to go to Yale, but she gets the offer with the condition that she has to keep an eye on these magic societies that are apparently live and well in Yale. And there are some bad shit going on. There might be some murders. I've heard quite a lot of different trigger warnings for this book, so I would suggest picking, at least looking through them. But also, this book is the Illumicrate special edition, and I think it's one of the most beautiful books I own. Literally, look at this. Leave the dead to the dead, turn your eyes to the living. I must read. And then, yes, I really want to read her Shadow and Bone series, and not just because Netflix is doing a series on it, a change on it, a what on it? What would I call that? A adaptation, not just because Netflix is doing an adaptation of the series, but because I just like knowing the hype, okay? And I didn't know there was this, I knew obviously that some series were really big, like Cassandra Clare, which is another author I'd really like to read more from, because I just haven't given her the chance. And I want to read Shade of Gold because I like knowing what other people are talking about, and then I can make my own decision about whether I like it or not. Like, I read 50 Shades, I ain't gonna be ashamed. It wasn't very good. I've read fan fiction that's way better. But yeah. Here's some small aspects of what I would like to read more of. These are obviously all series that I'm going to get my hands on and going to do some intense reading on. But I'm hoping to do more backlist reading, and I'm hoping to do more classic. I always hate saying classics because I hated the classics, but classic fantasy, I'd love to finish and read more of Robert Jordan. I'd love to read more Neil Gaiman. I'd love to read more Ursula Guin, and I just want to power myself through and read more so that I can write better, because more reading, more writing. Yeah, this is a mess of a video. I just felt like I wanted to because I felt beautiful today. And sometimes that's just what you gotta take, even though I sound like someone who swallows children whole. I don't do that, by the way. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. In case you didn't know, I do this regularly, so if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button at the same time, which is 2 clicks for you and happiness for me. It warms the cockles of my dark heart. That's a lie. It's full of sunshine in there. I'm fucking happy all the time. But anyways, leave a comment down below if there are any particular authors that you'd really like to read from, and then let's be friends, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I love you, in case you didn't know today. Goodbye. Hey, hi, hello, baby. Oh, God, that's a rough voice. Hello, Swamp Witch.